Lifestyle by Stadler followers, I'm Sarah Catherine Savage, and I am here with Avery Duke of Legacy Mutual. We interviewed her back in April about interest rates and everything that was going on there, and so we wanted to bring her back and just have her give her expert opinion on what she's seeing happen in the market as it relates to custom home building. So Avery, can you give us a little bit of a summary of just what you've been seeing and with all the talks of recession and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fear in the market and unknowing, because let's just be real, we didn't all take economics classes in school and college, and if we did, we were sleeping through them. So we're all kind of going, what is going on? It's the end of the world. There are some indicators here. Yes, we're in an inflated market, right? So the cost of goods start to inflate. And you mentioned CPI. One of the biggest indicators of the cost of goods is the CPI index. And you can go ahead and Google that and look it up, and you'll see the chart going like this. So the cost of goods right now is well over 5%. And when that starts happening, you cross-identify that with unemployment to basically identify where are we headed.
Yeah.
Unemployment has been under 4%, with cost of goods being over 5%, meaning we are most definitely headed towards a recession. Now, people think, oh my God, recession, and they think about the early 1900s,
yeah.
and when people were
the
like
Great
in
Depression.
line. Yeah, the Great Depression, and people were in line, begging for water. That's not where our economy is today. Obviously, there are some people that won't even feel a recession. But
how, if any, could this be a benefit to someone that's looking to do that?
That's such a good question, Sarah Catherine, because a lot of people are thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to wait until rates go down to build or to buy. And the cost of goods are increasing. There's not any indicator that once they increase to a certain point that they're just going to pull back and decrease.
Yeah.
So real estate is one of the best investments that you can make, period, especially during a recession. So what you want to look at is the cost today to build I'm going to go with 500,000 just because it's easy, right? Not everyone's going to build $1 million home. But if you're building a $500,000 home today, based on the cost of goods that you get from your builder, you sit down and they give you basically specifications for the home and what it's going to cost for contract price. Well, when that home is built 9 to 12 months later, the value of that home is automatically increasing. So even in a recession, the values of homes increase.
Yeah.
The only recession where home values decreased was in the 2008-2011 time period. And that's because it was the mortgage industry that caused that.
There's a lot more rules and a lot that they have to do now that wouldn't apply to the same scenario now.
That's exactly right. I mean, I've had a lot of people, my husband and I were looking at some real estate in Florida, and he himself was saying, oh, I'm gonna wait till the prices come down, So there's no indicator that that's going to happen. That doesn't historically happen in recessions, again, except for the one during the mortgage crash. So what you're looking at here is the value of your home, the investment. Now, studies are saying conservatively a 12% increase in values for homes over the next year.
Especially in an area like we're in, this is San Antonio, Hill Country, surrounding areas where a lot of people are moving to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and I'm being conservative. Sarah Catherine's probably going, Avery, that's such a low number, because she's seen.
I've seen more with just even some of our clients.
With when the builds are finished, what the equity is in the homes, it's incredible. Now, you don't want to guarantee those high returns, but I can say conservatively 12% on 500,000, that's about $65,000. Yeah. Right? If you're putting 20% down on a $500,000 home, that's $25,000.
Yeah.
Let's just conservatively add $10,000 to closing costs. That's $35,000.
Yeah.
But you're going to get a $65,000 increase in value. I mean, right there, that's $30,000 that you just made.
Yeah.
In less than a year.
Yeah.
There is not a bank account or an equity firm around that I know that gives you that kind of a return on your investment. And again,
you're welcome.
Yeah. Exactly. That is conservative. So real estate is an incredible investment. So don't beat your builder up so much about what it's costing them to build, because it feels like a lot to us now because the change happened so rapidly.
Yeah.
The increase in cost happened, it wasn't slow over time, it was quick. So you have to think about, this house is going to be very valuable when I sell it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah. Definitely.